Hello and so welcome to another video. I'm not in the best state of health at the moment, so I'm kind of working from behind the scene. So this video will be done as a video, but you will see images rather than my face. All right, so let's begin. We've got a new moon coming up on the 6th of October, and this is happening at 13 degrees and 24 minutes. Libra is the sign connected to diplomacy, balance, elegance, grace, cooperation, with a strong sense of fairness. During a new moon, we tend to look for new opportunities in order to express our ideas, our thoughts, and this is usually a great time for starting something new projects. Now, in health astrology, Libra rules adrenal glands, buttocks, diabetes, sugar imbalance, and kidneys. And this new moon is beneficial for maximizing your health in any of these areas of the body that are specifically ruled by Libra. Libra also co-rules codependency and indecision. If you have a habit of comparing yourself to others or the need to gain peace at any cost, then this new moon is a great time for working on these tendencies and learning how to move away from them. At the time of this new moon, there isn't much occurring in the fire element, suggesting that collectively we may find it more challenging to get motivated to achieve any goals or objectives we may have. Any important changes that occur around this time may seem overly confusing or otherwise surprising for others. When the moon travels through a mutable sign Libra, there is a greater need for harmony and peace. Generally, a moon phase in a mutable sign is a time that is high in action. Throughout this time, matters of peace and compromise come into focus. And also, the focus is on relationships versus individuality. We are often prompted to reassess our priorities and work towards a balance between thoughtful understanding and assertiveness. Relationship issues, legal matters, including marriage and divorce, are also highlighted at this time. Mercury is still retrograde, so this isn't a great time for implementing major life changes, but instead concentrating on making minor life improvements that could benefit you in the long term. On the other hand, with a strong air element, we gain the ability to see life from a more intellectual perspective. Our rational minds outweigh our emotional side, and here again, a sense of fairness is highlighted. Right, so let's look at some of the aspects formed at the time of this new moon, the ones that include the new moon. So here, the new moon conjunct Mercury in Libra, the first aspect. So here our thoughts and speech are considerably connected with our emotions, with the ability to sense other people's thoughts and intentions. Now, your thinking might be overwhelmed by small issues that may seem important to you at the moment, at the time, but in reality might be of little importance. This new moon is also conjunct Mars in Libra, and this one is it's a really big aspect because this is also connected to the new cycle of Mars, which I will discuss in a moment. But here, the new moon conjunct Mars in Libra, this aspect decreases our sensitivity to a certain extent and can make us impulsive and emotional at the same time. And under the influence of this transit, there is a tendency to act without thinking. And if someone challenges you unfairly, for instance, you most likely won't stay quiet and will fight back. This new moon is also trining Saturn Aquarius, and this aspect helps us to take a more realistic view on our lives, which in turn can help us to build a solid foundation or structure in the current life situation. Finally, the new moon quincunx Uranus in Taurus, so here ensure you make necessary changes or improvements, adjustments before starting or launching any significant projects. Right, so let's look at Venus. Venus, the dispositor of this new moon. Venus rules Libra. Venus is in its fall in Scorpio at this time. Not the most comfortable placement for Venus, leading to greater intensity, especially in relationships. So if you feel that your love life lacks a vital quality, you may even seek new ways to transform your relationship and move it to the next level. Especially since Venus is not making any major aspects while in the final degrees of Scorpio, highlighting inner urgency to implement changes or completing something concerning personal relationships and financial transactions before moving forward. Right, so let's talk about Mars. On October the 7th, so the day after the new moon, Mars will commence a new 2-year cycle which will end on November 18th of 2023. The Mars cycle begins with the Sun when the Sun is conjunct Mars. It is a brand new cycle of passion, excitement, and desire that will play out differently for everyone over the next 2 years. So if you set your goals and objectives now, you will have a greater ability to work more harmoniously with these energies along the way and get what you truly desire. Mars, the ruler of fire sign Aries, is associated with drive, strong will, courage, war, and disruption. Mars will do what it takes to reach its aims and goals. Now the cycle begins with Mars and the Sun conjunction, and it reaches its halfway period when Mars is in opposition to the Sun. During the approximately 5 months on either side of the opposition, Mars will slow down and station retrograde, spending much longer than usual in a sign. So here, it is the area of life or birth chart where you might encounter some challenges to overcome in order to progress in your life. And when this period is finished, Mars and the Sun will spend the next year moving back to each other until they meet again in a new sign. So whatever lessons you had to face and overcome throughout this 25 months cycle, especially the ones emphasized during Mars retrograde period, as Mars and the Sun approach the end of the cycle, you might feel like you made exciting discoveries about yourself or your life. And at this point, an entirely new venture may begin. Right, so let's look at the predictions for each rising sign now, using the whole sign system. So here, I will just tell you what area of life will be highlighted at this time. Now for Aries ascendant, this is the area of relationships, partnerships. So here, partnerships in business or a committed relationship. So business partnerships, marriage, long-term associations, but also strong and close bonds, personal relationships, friendships. Watch out for open enemies at this time as well. There could be also some new beginnings concerning your second born. Now, Taurus ascendant, this is about your day-to-day life, your work, your health, the service you give to others, your habits, your skills, your daily routine comes into focus as well, your working environment, pets and animals. Now, Gemini rising, this is about the creative side of your life, artistic pursuits, your hobbies, your children, recreation, your romantic side of life is highlighted as well. Your creative self-expression, so there could be a need to express yourself in some way, in some creative, artistic way. Love affairs, procreation, leisure, hobbies, generally self-fulfillment, joy and bliss. Cancer ascendant, this is about home and family, your roots, your heritage, where you come from, your private life, your inner life, your home life, your roots, your family, and your relationship with them. Now, Leo ascendant, this is communication comes into focus. Early learning, so you might be reconnecting with some people with whom you went to school, so primary school, early education. Siblings, your immediate environment, your community as well. Your any short journeys, short trips, mental processes. You might be actively searching for knowledge as well and using lots of mental energy. Virgo ascendant. This is about your own resources, what you value, ranging from physical possessions and money to personal self-esteem, talents. So here your resources, both personal and financial, come into focus. Your values, your attitudes, your possessions, self-esteem as well. Libra ascendant. This is about your identity, your personality, how you see yourself and how others see you. Your physical appearance comes into focus as well. Your ego, your charisma, the image you project to the outer world. You might become more interested in your soul purpose as well. Scorpio ascendant, this is about your hidden life, your private life as well, your hidden strengths and weaknesses. This is also about any fears, any phobias that you might have, but also spirituality, about being of service to others, about compassion, about doing some volunteering work, charity work. Sagittarius ascendant, this is about your friendships, your friendship circle. This is about a relationship with groups of people, group activities, your hopes, your dreams, your goals, your friends in general, social acquaintances, organizations, activities as well. Capricorn rising. This is about your public life, your stand in the community, your career, your public status, social status, your attitude towards parenting, your career and professional life, your life direction, your life and career achievements. This, Aquarius, this new moon is about your faith, your beliefs. You might be publishing something, you might be planning a faraway trip, overseas travel comes into focus as well. Foreign culture, you might become interested in foreign cultures, or you might redefine your life philosophy. You might decide you want to start a new course of study, or alternatively, you might form new friendship with someone from different country or culture to yours. Pisces rising, Pisces ascendant. This is happening in the 8th house, this new moon. So this is about the support you receive from others. This is about transformation, regeneration. Your intimate life is highlighted, resources of others, so joint resources, joint finances. You might become interested in metaphysics topics. It's a great time for doing research studies as well. Right, so reach the final ascendant sign. I wish you a pleasant new moon. I hope it's an interesting time for you, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you and bye for now.